Hi, welcome. Today we're going through a beginner course on how to fillet a fish. Fish of choice today is a largemouth bass that was taken out of a pond for pond management purposes. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and pause this video at any point if you need to take a break or see exactly what's doing. All right, well, let's get started. All right, normally when I catch a fish, and I know I'm going to take it for table fare, what I'll do is, and you see it's already been done, I will take my fillet knife and I'll run it right along here. That way it severs the gills and is a quick dispatch for the fish, as well as when you bleed it out, it helps give the meat a little bit better flavor. Then I'll take this fish and put it directly onto ice. All right, let's get started. There's a couple ways to do this, and we're gonna go through a few of them. First things first, we're gonna make a nice, clean incision right here into the belly. And the purpose of this is to remove the organs and intestines from your fillet if you plan on freezing this fish whole. So, right here, get a better grip on it. And if your fish goes to jump, don't worry. There's all kind of nerve endings you hit, and it will make this fish move around and do all kinds of crazy things. All right. So, here, good, butterfly and open. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. So not only is this a good A&P lesson, but also can tell you a lot about this fish, like what it was eating, whether it was healthy or not. And this is a very empty stomach, so we know fish wasn't eating a lot, which is why it was taken out of the pond for pond management purposes. It's a very bass-crowded pond, bass-crowded lake, so they needed some removed. All right. So, if I like to, you can just remove the head here and freeze this fish whole in order to eat it for later. Some people like that, some people don't. That's one way. As we continue on further, we're going to go through a few more steps. All right, so what I like to do is take the tip of my fillet knife, put it right here on the spine, all right, and go down just like this, and then come up toward head. All right, once you've done that, take the tip of your knife and you're going to go down along the spine and the ribs until you find a spot where it goes all the way. Ooh. Fish can be slippery, always be careful. There. And you're going to just simply go along these ribs here, cut that portion out. We do want a boneless fillet. Go on the ribs, out through the belly, like that. Here, go all the way down toward the tail. You'll take it, get all that off of here. And what you have here is called a skin-on fillet. What you can do, you see, it is boneless. You can take this and you can freeze it as is. That way when you unfreeze it, you can come back and just remove the meat straight from the skin. It's called skin-on. Some people prefer to do it this way. It's not my favorite, but it is a preferable method for a lot of people. So we're going to go ahead and put that in our Ziploc bag. So we're going to flip this over. We're going to do a different method now. Again, same as before. you're going to go right along this, right along the spine here. You're going to come up here, and you're going to go just along it. You go all the way down to the tail. What we'll do here is go around those ribs, just like that. Again, boneless fillets. Just go a little bit more. So as you can see here, it's all your spinal column and ribs. Here you have a boneless fillet. I'm going to flip this around so you can get a better watch as I do it. We're going to cut right here. And we're just going to go right along the skin. And I left the tail connected right there because it kind of gives you something to hold on to as your knife is going along that skin. So as you can see here, there's no meat there on the skin. You have a nice, beautiful, boneless fillet. So what I like to do is pat them dry. Take your fillet, put it in the bag with the rest of them. If you have a food processor or a vacuum sealer, that is preferable. Not everyone has one of those. So what I'll do is take them like this. I will roll them just like that to squeeze all the air out. Air is your enemy when you're freezing fish. Air causes freezer burn. Once this is done, I'll kind of even them out just a little bit more, just like this. Fillets like this can last anywhere from 3 to 6 months in the freezer. So if you can only catch a few fish at a time, go ahead and keep them if you want to, clean them, fillet them, and then you can have one big fish fry at the end. So you see, it's a very simple, very easy process. It's a little messy, it's a little hard to learn at first, but practice makes perfect. And a lot of your lakes have a creel limit for a reason. They want you to take so many undersized fish out in order to keep the population in balance. If you have any more questions about anything we have gone through today, please feel free to reach out and I'll help you any way I can. Remember, it's not our land, it's just our turn with it.